Hey guys, I am having some technical difficulties at the moment. Bear with me as I try and figure all this out. Bear with me as I try and figure all this out. Trying to get all my links set up on the Discord currently. I've tried doing it on my computer, but it just would not let me do it. So I had to go to my phone. Now I gotta recopy everything. And it's a hassle right now. Copy that. Paste. There. Go to the next. We are on Frankenmurth map currently. We got some do have some contracts. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. We got two contracts. We got a fertilizing contract, and also we have a contract down there, down at the bottom. The fertilizer is up there, and the baling is down here. So we are going to do some contracting work tonight, as well as talk about some turkey. So I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving to start things off. So, and of course it is now raining. That is perfect. Okay. Open, close HUD. Why is it not allowing me to open and close the HUD? That's strange. I was just on this not that long ago. Oh, keypad 0. Let's there we go. Okay. So anyway, I could disable complete waypoint. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to get out of. So what? Did I buy that field? Apparently I bought that field. Engine malfunction. Alright. So what do we have? We got this. We gotta get this bad boy over to field number. There it is. Field number 36. We got, once we get everything done, we gotta bring it over here. I don't even know where we're taking it. Alright, mow the grass in field 36, then dry it with a tedder and bale it. Take the bales to Johnson's farmer's market. Alright. Gives me $17,000, and as you can see, I'm negative $3,230. I don't remember doing that, but that's fine. That is perfectly fine. So we'll just get this guy over there. And get mowing. Then I will welcome everyone in. Hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. And I hope everyone's turkeys weren't too dry. And if they were, I apologize. Hopefully maybe next year they won't be as dry. I always thought it was funny, like, alright, let's go. Like, cutting the grass in the rain was whatever, like, do it. I used to be a landscaper, lawn cutter. And I did it from time to time. Just something that would need to happen. Would always try to avoid it as much as possible, for obvious reasons. Whoa. I'm just driving through this person's putting on. I didn't want to hit right over the mailbox there. We'll get them going. Bang and left here. I just left my tractor right in the middle of the road. Just left it right there. Hey tractor. Not really sure why it's doing that. Well, not why it's doing that, but why I left it there. Oh well. Get on out down here to this field, and I will unfold everything, and then I will go back everything else up. Alright, that's for that contract. Let's go. We'll hit the Fent 930 Vario up to the baler. And what I will do is, because I already have a windrower, I will send my other one. Not enough money. Dang it. I got a loan. Or a couple thousand. Try that again. Set destination. I'm gonna put you there. Right. We're gonna hook you up to the tedder. I do not have a tedder. Man, this is what I hate about these damn works. Blocked by an object. Yeah, no, crap. Like, I know you're blocked by an object. Try you again. Alright. Why is... My bot is not working. Why is my bot not working? I don't know. Oh well. I'll just have to self-moderate. Not a big deal right there. Skip into the class. And we will have him hook up to Tedder. Get him situated over here. We're gonna send him over there. No. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to do there. And let's go this big boy. I'm going to grab this guy over there. Alright, now all my controls work. I don't know why they weren't working there in the beginning. Now they all work as I drive through the field. Apparently I have crop destruction not on, which is good. Apparently I already have a baler too. I didn't even know about. Unless I had it and sold it. I'm just not really I don't really play on this map too often. This is one of those maps that I come on from time to time and check out. But it's the only map that is actually worth anything right now. In the sense of I'm able to do contracts with it. I don't like how that is. There we go. I was testing my computer, not my computer, my monitor, and here it had the settings down at 144p. Talk about blurry. Talk about blurry. We're gonna object J out. Never mind. Our AI worker J is blocked by an object. Well, AI worker J, I'm sure you're fine and dandy. I really do like this windroller. I will actually, can I unfold it? I'll unfold it here. Show you how wide it really is. Why I like it so much. Thing's massive. And here, for the contract that we're doing, they want him to use a real small one. That wouldn't have been very helpful. Now I did do contract work on that field there, field 27, when I was playing this before. I'm gonna have to say a couple months ago now. Ah, look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's... Oh, that's just the road. I thought it was from the rain puddling in the road or whatever. But I did sugar beets in that field, contract work. And I did not like it. It was frustrating. To say the least. Alright, so I got everybody up here. And he is he's just hanging out. So we're gonna go. That's the wrong button. We're gonna go over here, get this bad boy unfolded. And we'll get to the contract work here. Power everything down. Alright. Let's get this going. Turn off that hood. Get as much out of this as we can. I'll come back in with the chatter and set all this up. Missed a little bit on the edge. Oh, go over the edge just a tad. I was debating on doing some silver run. I settled on here. I might end up moving to Silver Run, depending on how this goes. I don't really have any other contract work for this map available right now, other than supply contract, which I don't have anything supplied. Like I said, this is one of the maps that I have. I don't do anything with. It's here for my enjoyment, or when I get overwhelmed with my East Violence series maps. It's something to keep me calm, keep me relaxed. Break up the I want to say the monotony. But definitely breaks up always doing the same fields, or doing the same crops and whatnot. I got the game going, the Patriots and the Vikings on in the background. I caught the tail end of the Giants and Dallas game. Saw a little bit earlier, but missed most of it due to dinner as well as driving home. But now I got that game on. I'm gonna get this all cut up. I guess I probably didn't need to list the equipment because I did forget that when I was playing this last, I did buy a field up there by my main farm. That was all grass, and I started to do some grass just so that I had to do in while my crops were growing. Which I believe I have corn in all my fields. I may be mistaken on that. I am missing a lot of grass. But it's okay. Alright. That road is just about done. We'll start going up and down, up and down, up and down. And then once I get all the tedding done, which actually is a really easy, quick field. Once I get all the tedding done, then I will go back and send that tractor class back to the shop, drop off the tedder, and pick up the bale loader. Come back with that. Where we can get all the bales done. Transported over to the Johnson Farm Market. I did get the DLC, the Platinum expansion. So I do have the silver run, everything that goes along with it. And I have really enjoyed it. And I haven't been one to enjoy the logging or the usage of cranes in game. And I believe a lot of that stemmed from when I played FS17. I believe I tried to do some logging, and things just weren't going for me at the time. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I was using the built-in mouse on the laptop. I was using the laptop at the time, but I was using the built-in mouse for the laptop. So I did not know about the ability to use the keyboard. I searched and I did not find it, and I just gave up. So I used the mouse, and it's frustrating for me because I kept having to slide my fingers and reposition my fingers, and it ended up being too much of a hassle. But I did notice, I think it was right before the Platinum package came out, I was messing around on another map. I forget what the name of the map was. It had a lot of, I think, Chainsaw Valley. I think that's what it was. And I ended up leasing a cutter, the one that came in the base game, for the forestry, and I noticed I was able to use the keyboard controllers, so it made me really excited, really happy. And then I got the DLC, came out last week, and I ended up trying my PlayStation 4 controller, trying hooked up to my PC, and I was able to get it to work a lot smoother. But when it first came out, I was using a combination of the keyboard as well as the mouse. But then I was able to connect my, like I said, I was able to get my PlayStation 4 controller to work properly. And once I did that, it has really, I've really enjoyed it, with the ability of the joysticks. I was very tempted to go out and buy, which I still am tempted to go out and buy the Logitech gamepad button box, which is made for the farming sim, and I still want to get it because of the ability of all the buttons, to customize the buttons for whatever you want to use it for. Not just in farming sim, but also American Truck Simulator, iRacing, and a few other games that I do enjoy playing. I do enjoy having the ability to have a button set up for different items to use. But for right now, the PS4 controller is working magnificently. I was doing a lot of logging this past week with it. Like I said, once we get done these two contracts, I'll check the contracts again. If I don't see nothing, then we'll probably end up going over to there to do some logging. Almost done all the mowing, and I'll bring in the tedder to dry all the grass to turn it into hay. I guess when I picked this up, I should have probably bought something over with it, but I did not. Wasn't really thinking. Missed opportunity. Otherwise, I would have already had it over here. pass. And then we'll put this bad boy off to the side. I really do like this mower. I wish I had more money for this mower in other series, but I do not. Fold that up. We're gonna put you here. I guess I probably should just. There we go. Fast mode initiated. Speedy Gonzalez. Unfold this. I want to do this correctly so I don't throw this grass in my neighbor's field. Well, these neighbor's field. Lower. Turn on. That is not working the way I wanted it to. Okay. There's that. Lift it up. Perfect. That is exactly what I was going for. Alright. We'll get this done. I think it has the same, oh, almost the same width. Oh, it really does have the cutter. That is cool. I did not even realize that. I say it's cool and I probably had the same exact one. Like I said, I probably didn't need to do all the leasing of this equipment, but I did. Gonna get over here. Oh, we're back down. And start it again. Stop by accident. Get all within this field. We got a tied game for the Patriots Vikings game currently. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter for all those football fans out there. Rocking and rolling on this. Probably going to be a little longer to do this than it was for cutting, only because I am going a little shorter on where I am putting my edges. As you can see, I am overhanging a little bit on that side. I'm doing so that I don't miss anything. I did miss when I was mowing. Somehow I'm able to dry the hay, or to dry the grass and turn it into hay. It's still raining. But I guess that's that's the simulation side of this. Getting this dried out. Getting everything ready. This way I can come in here with the, I think that's chrome. Windrower. Don't know the model number or anything like that. Pretty sure it's chrome. I think that's how you pronounce it, chrome. K-R-O-N-E. Don't go in the ditch. 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 No ditch. No ditch. No ditch. Okay. I guess I will end up having to do another windrow of this first one. And I will always have to end up overlapping. So I look up. We have just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter of the game. Not really sure how I'm going to end up windrowing all this. Nope, that ain't right. That's not where I need it. Guess I can just figure it out as I go. But I really like that windrower. It takes 6 lanes. I guess you want to call them lanes. 6 rows and turn them into one. Or what could be potentially 6 rows and turn them into one. Oh yeah. I thought I was going to miss that little part. As I go back and forth, straighten her out. I probably should have just hooked up the steering wheel for this, but oh well. I'm going to do this the right way. Drop it back down. And try it again. Go for another row of tedding. Now we're going to come back and fix all that I missed. That's what I get for trying to rush something. Alright, let's back up. Go back down here. We'll go around. Oh, too far out. Too far out. Probably should have done a second windrow with the tedder. Teeter? Tedder? Teeter. Tedder. I don't know. Is it a tedder? T-E-D-D-E-R. Tedder. Or tedder. Tider. I don't know. We're getting this field knocked out pretty quickly, actually. Cool. Not taking a very long time. Like I said, I do own map field 10 is the grass field that I own. I got it. I forget why I got it. I think I got it because I wanted to do some silage. Make some marshmallows. People like to call them. I know I call them that sometimes. Oh, 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 wrong button. Hit the wrong key. Hit the wrong key indeed. But, do some silage bales. I believe I was doing on that. Not silage bales, I actually got the fermenter. Silage fermenter, that's what I got. Hey, Rob, what is going on? Happy Thanksgiving, man. Thank you. How was your turkey? I hope your turkey was doing good. And I hope it wasn't too dry as well. But I did get the silage fermenter and tested that out because I want to try and implement it in one of my other maps. Rabbit Rob, we are here on Frankenmurth. We got, we're doing some contract work. You're doing field 36, and then we got to do field 4 with, what am I doing? Fertilizer. Doing some fertilizer. I ended up leasing all the equipment except for my windrower over there. Got the big crone over there. Got the Fent with the case baler. And I got myself a class with the tedder here. Tedder, teeter, totter, tedder. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Always been worried about that. Make sure I don't mispronounce items within the game. I really enjoyed this map just because of a lot of the fields are big. They're not small maps, or small fields, I should say. As you can see with field like 39, 21, 24, they're all pretty big fields, which I do enjoy, bigger fields. I also enjoy the small fields. I was playing a map. I forget what map that was as well. I was playing another map where I had a bunch of small fields down at the bottom of the map that I was going to start a series on. I wouldn't even say start a series. It was just going to be something that I was going to do as a like a breakup episode from my normal series that I was doing. Just trying to do like a time lapse or something, but I started to play on it and things weren't going the way I wanted them to go, and I ended up not saving the game. And then I tried to go back to redo it. Just wasn't my cup of tea, I guess. When I went back to revitalize it, things weren't going as smoothly, and I just ended up giving up on it. Maybe I'll end up trying it again another day, but at this point, at this passage, some people would say, wasn't a valiant effort by me to do. What? Why are you? What? Nah, oh. No, no, no. No. Well, that's not cool. Why were you timed out, Rob? Rob said, glad you're doing well, bud. I am so full I can hardly move and get more leftovers than what I brought to my parents. Laugh out loud. Why were you timed out, Rob? Man, that's not cool. That is not. Nah. Rob, I'm sorry, man. I am new to this whole going live thing, so I apologize. I don't know what, all of a sudden my bot started working. Please refrain from spamming caps. You weren't. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Let me, I'm gonna have to fix that. Hold on. Pause. Let's pause this real quick. Let's see. Why did it not? Why did it do that? Boy. What the heck? I'm sorry, Rob. I don't know why I did that. Like I said, I'm new to all this. Man. This isn't cool. Hey, Rob, I'm sorry. I'm new to this, man. I got your messages. I'm I'm trying to get all this set up. I thought I had it set up good, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, it's saying that it's timed you out for spamming with caps. And I counted you had 4, 5, 6 caps in your last message. I don't understand what happened. I'm trying to fix it. That's why I'm on my other one. First time using the Streamlabs bot. So bear with me as I try to that's on my end. I apologize for that, Rob. I had it set up where I had the caps on because I have seen in Bruce does it, and Bruce and Chad and a couple other people. they have the caps on, and I'm like, all right, try to get that situated, and I don't know how to get it. Like I did it the other night, and now I don't know how to get to it again. So I guess just watch your caps for the time being on this stream, Rob. And I will work to get that fixed before I go live next, which isn't often, but I will try to get it fixed out, work in for next time when I do go live next time. I apologize, man. I saw that and all of a sudden I'm like, no, that's not right. I don't know if like you weren't able to hear me or anything, but I did get your message, and I'm glad that you got your filling. I know what it means to have the leftovers, man. I brought leftovers from my sister-in-law's house myself. Yes, I do need to edit so it's not as strict. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure I figured you were still here and you could still hear me, but I wasn't sure. But glad that you had a very good Thanksgiving. Almost said Christmas there. Glad you had a great Thanksgiving. I had a fantastic Thanksgiving as well. I had some cranberry sauce, which everyone else on my wife's side of the family, they don't like cranberry sauce. Me, personally, oh man, I love that. Okay. That's what I figured. That's what I figured with the timing out. They're unable to type. Streamlabs bot puts you in that dark place. I streamed before as when you look at my channel. I have get back in. I have streamed before, but I never had this bot working. It was mostly like just testing out, making sure everything worked on my end, and just trying to kill some time. And figured might as well just do a live. Cranberries are good, yes. Cranberry sauce, cranberries are good. I love cranberries. One of the things about Thanksgiving that I don't have really any other time of the year that I really enjoy. That and stuffing, which I tried making stuffing on Sunday, and ooh, boy, was it not. Bought the bag, and my wife is a great cook, fantastic cook. Me, on the other hand, I'm great at making barbecue, and that's pretty much about it. Anything with the grill or barbecue. Beyond that, no. My wife is way better. And I tried making stuffing. Didn't read the bag. My wife makes a homemade, but I didn't read the bag. Didn't know that you need celery and onions. Luckily, we had an onion. Not have any celery. As well as did not have any flavor like my wife makes it. Because that's what I get for trying to have something good and sweet for the week. Oh well. Are you going out doing any Black Friday shopping there, Rob? Hell no. Oh, come on. Again. Ah, Rob. That's my... Oh, man, I don't know why it does that. I don't like it. I know I can restrict it and keep it... Well, not restrict it, but make it so it's able to... hell no. Laugh out loud. I don't like people in general already. Not going out to fight them too. I understand that. I feel that, man. I completely feel that. I'm actually staying home with my 2 kids while my wife goes out and does all that. She's going out with her sister, her aunt, her mom, and 2 family friends, I believe. They're going out tomorrow. As soon as I get this road done, I'm actually going to go in my Streamlabs and try and fix that Rob. Man. That's too strict. Apparently I made it too strict. That is on me. Let me get this rope done. And as soon as it gets done, I will jump over and try and figure this out. I do most of my shopping on Amazon and online anymore. It's so much easier. Especially since I'm not able to be in home that often with my job. I am working tomorrow too, not going to be busy, but I am the only one in my department that did not take the day off. Okay, I feel you. I understand that. I would have worked tomorrow, but we luckily, at my job, we always end up having the day off. Audio. Man. Here we go. I think I got it. Thought about. There we go. All right. Let's see. I found it. Cat protection preferences. All right. Save. Let's try that. I think I got it there, Rob. I think I got it fixed out. Did it again to you, didn't it? Company I work for does too, but the contract company we are assigned to works well minimum amount of people in the office, but someone has to be on call basically. Okay. That's how it was with when I was towing. Please refrain from sending long messages. What the heck? Messages. What? Mod tools. Caps, links, board protection. No. Back. Paragraph. Yeah, I noticed I don't know why it timed you out. I just changed it to I'm actually let me I will actually go back. Paragraph it's paragraph protection. Basically prevents you from sending lengthy messages. So I just turned that off. So hopefully that stopped. I'm getting this worked out. Thanks, Rob. You're my you're my guinea pig on all this. Getting all this sorted out. But I when I did towing, someone always had to be on call, and it was never fun. I mean, no one ever wants to work on a holiday, but we always had one guy per shift. So it was 7 to 3. Yeah, 7 to 3. No, 7 to 2. I think, or 8. Yeah, 8 to 2, 2 to 10, and then 10 to 6. Or maybe it was 6 to 2. I don't know. It's been so long since I've done all that. but I fully understand the whole on-call. And the only downfall for when I did it was I was the heavy-duty operator because I had my CDL. So I was on call the entire day for heavy-duty calls. And then if you worked first shift, you backed up second shift backed up third shift backed up first shift. It's how it always worked out. But for me, it always worked out where person on first shift would call me for a backup, and person on third shift would call me for backup. So I was always the backup for everyone. I didn't mind it because it was all overtime. I got paid my 8 hours, and then anything that I got beyond the 8 hours that I was scheduled to work, I got paid overtime, $20 straight cash in my pocket. Never complained about that. No problem. I used Streamlabs too and took a little bit to figure out. I am no expert, but know how to work most of it. Yes. I am new to all this. Oh, I'm not new to the farming sim, but I'm new to the Streamlabs and recording and all that. So it is something that I'm getting used to it. I enjoy Streamlabs because I'm able to use the app on my phone, which I really enjoy, especially for when I'm in my truck and can record and I don't have to have a second screen. Alright, I don't like how it did all that. I guess maybe I should have just turned it off when I'm moving around as well. But like I said, I use the app for when I'm in my truck to record. I just have to be on the same network. But it's useful, it's helpful. Definitely a curveball when you're not used to it. Trying to get everything figured out. But with where I work now, we don't work holidays. It's not mandatory. When I did towing, it was mandatory that we worked at least 2 holidays a year. And it was broken up into summer holidays and winter holidays. So in the summer you had Easter, well, spring, summer. You had Easter, Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. And then in the winter you had Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. I feel like there was another one, but I can't remember it. I always thought we had 8 holidays, 8 holiday days. Huh. I'm drawing a brain fart. Like I said, it's been, what, 5 years since I've done it? 6 years since I've been with the towing company. Well, I say 6, but it's really only been like 4.5 because even after I quit, I still stayed there part-time, work on Sundays, extra cash in my back pocket. When I left, there was another guy, the guy that trained me, ended up leaving to go to a different towing company at the same exact time. And I felt bad for the owner, so I volunteered to come back on Sundays because that was the day that I always worked anyway. You're going to pay me, I'll come back and I'll work for you. get this field done. Getting everything situated. Once we get all this windrow, we gotta bale it. Wish it wasn't raining, but oh well. Oh, I'm missing a ledge over there. Goes to show you, I shouldn't be looking at everything else. But my memory did serve me correct. This is a chrome. Lower that down. This was off the mod hub. We're going to go to the left just a little bit. Try and collect as much as we can. Probably get 2, maybe 3 more passes. We'll come back and get the baler. Oh, maybe we'll be 3 passes. 1, 2, there'll be 3, but it'll really only be 2. Should only be 2 more windrows that we'll end up doing. If I can actually stay straight and not be all cattywampus. Lift it, turn it off. I've never drove tow truck, but drove 18-wheeler for a couple years, mostly local deliveries for Wendy's, but had a couple trips that were overnights. It was fun. Tractor trailer driving, to go over the road is a lifestyle. To do local work, it's enjoyable. It's not a lifestyle, and I say it's a lifestyle because you're in a truck by yourself Monday through Friday. So, and for me, it's Monday through Friday, but other guys, I know they're out there in the truck right now, cross country. They're not able to be home with their family. People really are jerks out there and mess with the semi drivers a lot more than you think. Yes, a lot. I can't tell you how often I go trying to merge on or just change lanes, trying to like keep traffic flowing, and people cut me off thinking I'm the bad guy. Really, really frustrating. Like, I'm trying to help you out, but you want to be a jerk about it, so can't help the unwanted. Can't help those that don't want to be helped. I guess that's the correct way to say that. But local drivers, I wouldn't call that a lifestyle. It's a lot of hard work because you're unloading your truck more than, say, someone like me where I don't unload my truck, and when I do, it's very, very rare. But to each their own, and I don't have anything bad to say about local drivers. They have the job to do, so do I. Now maybe I will get through windrows out of this. It's harder to do local work, in my opinion. Oh, I fell down the ditch. Trying to stay out of the ditch. I fell down it. Because especially now with the e-logs and all that, with the time require restraints that you are under, it's not hard or impossible to get the job done in a day, but it doesn't make it easy. If the company knows you're able to do 14 hours, they want 14 hours of you behind the wheel driving, and it's a lot. Hey, tour code, what is going on, buddy? How was your Thanksgiving? Hope it was well. Hope you didn't overstuff yourself with some turkey there. And if you did, hope you left some room for some apple pie, potato pie, whatever you prefer, whatever your preference is. We're just talking about tractor trailer driving right now while we are getting this field done up. It was good. Just got home from it. Fantastic, fantastic, bud. But like I was saying, I don't. I feel for the guys that are local drivers because it's not easy, especially with when the company wants you to work 14 hours and they schedule for at least 12 hours of driving. It takes a toll on you. You figure you're at work for at least 12 hours of driving. Plus, if you say you got to drive 30 minutes into work, that's 13 to 13 and a half hours of work that you're at work every single day. It takes a toll on you. Would love to go to local, do local work, be home every day. Because right now the pay is not there for what it should really honestly be. And I hit the engine malfunction. That was perfect. I didn't have to go too far for this guy. Got the vent. Let's unfold. I guess my I got advanced maintenance on as the mod. And I guess my combine is not liking it too much. Needs some a little TLC. Uh-oh. Is this the one? No, the Master Ferguson. No, this is the case. We got a case. We got the case. Let's see what we got 220 centimeter. Okay. Now we're down. Don't use. No, I don't have the Master Ferguson baler. Do I have the baler? I know I have a baler. That's my Master Ferguson tractor. Let's go back in here. I gotta back up anyway because I missed a bunch. Saving, come on. I believe it, tour code. Wrong menu. What do I have? I do have the Pottinger baler. My Ram baler. So I do have that. And excuse me, do I not have an autoloader? Did I not have? I thought I had a trailer up there, up in my main farm. Yeah. Why is that not coming up? I thought I had. Oh, it's rented. Okay. That explains. That is my fault. I thought I bought it. I was gonna say, I knew I had an autoload trailer. I'm glad that you actually got that figured out there, torque code. I don't understand why it was doing that to you. That makes zero sense on why it just decided not to give you the correct bale size. Let's see how many bales we get off this field. As I make a mess out of everything. I'm just gonna go down this, try and get all this. I have absolutely no clue. Switch to this case baler that you are using and haven't had any issues though. That is, that's an in-game Massey Ferguson though. That you had. That wasn't a mod, was it? That I don't think that was a modded one. Because I believe I have that same Massey Ferguson in that I was using last week. If I'm not mistaken. It was off the mod hub, but that is, huh? Have you gone back to use it on other maps, or as that was that the only map that you ever used it on? Because I thought you had it. Maybe it was a different baler that you had that you were using. And I made a mess over here in this corner. Note that was the only map I used it on. Hold on. Because it was aggro brand to match my aggro farm. Okay. Now when you say aggro, like, explain that to me in better, like, what kind, like, who's under that aggro? I guess it's almost like a GM, like General Motors that has the Chevy, the Pontiac, the Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Grand, no, not Grand Am. Things like that. Is it something like that, or is it where, or like almost like a group? Like with Ford, you got the Ford, you got Lincoln, and I think that's it. Anything you use should be good unless it's that stuff is terrible. Fat Massey Challenger. Okay. Valtara Heston. I did not know that. That is news to me. That is. I think that's how it goes. I got a buddy that's real big on case. Real big. And I think that was always his saying. That he always would say. And he also had one for John Deere, but I forget what it was. I don't really have a preference per se. I do like case. I don't hate JD, just too many fanboys and gets annoying. My grandfather worked for International many years ago, so I like them. Fair enough. I do agree on the John Deere does have a lot of fanboys, but all farm equipment is very nice. Yes. Haven't come across any farm equipment. I don't. On the farm that I work for, we have a bunch of JCB equipment, construction equipment. I'm not a super fan of the front loader we have, and that's because it looks like a front loader or a backhoe, but it's not. It has the big tires all the way around it. It just looks funky. I love the case stuff. Usually what I use. However, the map for my series is an aggro dealer, so I was trying to stay with those brands. Understandable. Tour code. What map are you on? Tour code. I don't. That escapes me off the top of my head. I know you said it in one of your episodes. Really great series, by the way. I really do enjoy watching that series. I haven't. I'm behind a few episodes on the series, and I have skipped around, but I really do like the whole series in general that you're doing with it. There we go. Old Stream Farm, which I don't believe I have that map downloaded. I actually just downloaded a new map that I saw on the mod hub. It's probably been out for a week or two now. Probably longer than that. I don't check the mod hub as often as I probably should. The map called Plantation. A lot of logging. More of a logging farm map, which I do. I downloaded up, hoping to try and start just mess around with that. Not really do any series with it. Maybe, but not yet. Not at this time, I should say. I don't hate on any equipment. A lot of the equipment that's on the farm that I work for, it's a lot of case. A lot of case, a lot of New Holland stuff. When I was doing farm FS17, I really enjoyed the New Holland combines, and I did a lot of what I would use was always the case tractors, but when it came to the combines, I always bought the New Hollands. Oh yeah, great map. Black Sheep modding does a great job. I played that a while too. I actually have a couple mods by Black Sheep modding. They really do a fantastic, terrific job with their mods. What really threw me for a loop with the bales was the in-game bale trailer that just picks them up with the fork things, the red trailer and bale loaders. I love the old stream farm. They did a great job with it. Bale trailer. I remember that, but I it's not clicking in my head there. I remember seeing it, but it's like I said, it's just not clicking in my head. One of those it's there, know about it, can't picture it in my head. Which, shocker, I just found out today, it cut the end of the bale trailer sentence off. Oh, okay. But it wouldn't pick up the bales either. That they were incompatible. Okay. Which I just found out today, that some people, I just thought this was like universal. Like when you're thinking of something, you're able to picture it in your head. Apparently that's not universal around. And I find it funny because I was talking to my wife last week on the way home from an event that we went to, little anniversary weekend dinner. And she's explaining to me about a Christmas light display. And she's telling me about these road names, and in my head I'm picturing all these roads. Come to find out, like that's not that. Well, I don't know if it's normal. It may be normal, but some people just don't have the ability to not be able to picture stuff like that. And I just thought it was like, it kind of blew my mind away. I'm like, what? She's probably sitting there watching this and listening to it, like, come on. Really tell them about our secrets like that? I do the same thing. My wife usually can't picture anything at all. Maybe it's just a guy thing. I don't know. Maybe it's our nothing box. Maybe our nothing box puts everything into perspective for us. It allows us to escape and look at... We go into the nothing box while we're listening to somebody, and then we can picture the items that we're talking about. I mean, I can sit here and describe, like, in my head, like I'm talking about, like, with working on my car. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, okay, I put the bolt there, and I got to finagle my hand like this to get the bolt in there, and I don't know. Maybe it is a guy thing. Yeah. Because my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law both, like, they weren't able to, like, they don't do it. I think Old Steam Farm was from FS17. I believe you're correct, Rob. I do remember it being there. I only started on FS19 and it was there. They changed just enough but kept it similar. Great work. I don't know if it was in 15. I did not own 15. I started off with FS13, and it's a new map to me. Yep. Welcome to the family, tour code. I started off with FS13, and with FS13, I don't believe there were a lot of mods. You don't have a wife. I haven't told you this is way better. I understand that. I feel that. Hold on. Push these out. Alright. Dogs do listen. Well, I guarantee my wife's listening. So I can't say too much. My wife does listen to me a lot. I have a wife and a dog. They both just look at me like I'm stupid. Okay. I fully understand that, tour code. But like I said, I started with FS13, and I didn't have, if they had mods available, I never downloaded any of them. So I think it's a me thing. Your dog loves your wife more. Sorry, bud. He actually does. He's a daddy's boy. Let's see. Where is my pickup? Look at my pickup. There's my pickup. I started off with FS13, and we didn't have, if there were mods available, I didn't download any of them. Oh, that's right, I did have it there. I'm like, wait a second, I don't remember that being there. I don't remember having that. If there were mods for FS13, I don't remember getting any of them. But with FS13, I really wasn't really in depth with. Let's pick up this collectible that I did not know that was there. I didn't really do a whole lot of really anything other than cows and feeding my cows, cutting grass, taking the grass over to the cows. Am I unable to hook up with this? What the heck? Oh man. Can I hook it up with this? This thing goes fast. I am on PC, Rab. I am on PC. He used to love her more because I was always away with work. Now I work from home and he could care less about her most of the time. About went right by it. Yes. I completely missed that one in my other series. But since then I have actually gone back and picked all of them back up. Unload here. Unload. Unload. Why are you not unloading? Shift R. Oh, whoops. Unload. Shift L. Okay. Why won't you unload? Unload, unload, unload. Pick up. Why won't you unload? Come on. Right? Alright, well, that is not going anywhere near as what I'd like to plan it. So we're just going to leave this here. I believe I have 17 on PlayStation 4. But I skipped 15. There weren't a lot of updates. I went to 17, and I really fell in love with it. I started doing a lot of the farming, and then I started doing a lot of mods. I got crazy into it. I didn't get 19 because I believe the only addition between 17 and 19 were horses, which I didn't care for, and I still don't care for because in real life I don't like horses. I am not a horse guy. I see them as a waste of money. You just keep feeding them hay and grass and ride them, and then you end up getting rid of them, and they just cost you a lot of money. That's all I know about horses. And they eat carrots, and they scare the crap out of me. I'm a 6 foot tall dude that weighs 200 pounds, and I don't like horses. They scare the crap out of me. Just don't like them. No, I can't go through there. Oh, right into the signs now. Have been for a long time, so consoles are a little weird for me to play on. Just have one to play other games with my buddies. I have. No, why the heck? I have no idea. I can hook up. I don't know. I'm able to hook up with the side by side, but can't hook up with my pickup. Then I can't even operate the damn machinery, my autoloader. And I just hope that this now works. Because if not, then I'm just gonna have to figure something else out. Horses are the same as boats. Only 2 good days to own one. The day you buy them and the day you sell them. Yes. Agreed. Those are the only two good days. Buy them and sell them. That's it. Everything else between it's just it's a lot of problems. You're always working on them, and it's to each their own. Some people like them. But with FS17, I really got into it. I downloaded a lot of mods. And then when I held off, and then I ended up buying it earlier this year. Back in February or March, I believe. And I really have, obviously the graphics I really enjoy. I just really enjoy doing a lot more with it. And as you both know now, I'm a content creator, so it's just sharing other people the way I enjoy playing the game, which I really, we all 3 of us, we play the game, and we don't all play the same exact way. I mean, as you just saw, like, I have an autoloader. Not a lot of people are like, oh, you use autoload? That's the wrong way to use, like, oh, I'm not here to. I got tired of driving them all over the place, so I just left them. Okay, let's see. Oh, turn on. Okay, I thought I had to unload it. I just leave everything in the equipment. I mean, at least it's not in the field. And most of the equipment, other than my Massey Ferguson over there, and then the cultivator, or discus, are all leased equipment. Everything else is leased. Like, all this is leased. So yes, I do. I just leave it there. So, we're in Michigan. No, ain't nobody going to take it. There's a guy I follow on TikTok. He posted a video yesterday or the day before. He just found a horse. He's like, finders keepers, right? It's mine. He ended up taking it back to the farm. that the horse came from. And he just left it in the gate. What? Was the guy drunk? Because I've actually seen that happen here in Jersey. When I was towing, Christmas night, I get a phone call. Of course he was, it's Kansas. I get a phone call. Have to go to Camden to get a piece of a dump truck, I think it was, for one of the towns that we tow for. We gotta go get this. It's in Camden. Okay, I get there. Here it's, like I said, Christmas night, like 11:30 at night. Get there, someone was drunk, ended up taking it. He led the cops on a high-speed chase for like 4.5 hours. Jesus. Guy ended up, the truck was being worked on at a shop. The guy was drunk in the neighborhood of the shop, about not even 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes away from Camden, and had to get back to Camden. So he just ended up taking it. Never, and it was a bigger truck. It had air brakes on it. Never released the brakes. Just put it in gear and drove. And hope for the best, I guess. Oh, I'm full. That's 14. Let's turn it off. Let's go dump this off. Hope for the best or something like that. I don't know what was going through the guy's head. Ended up leading Camden cops on the chase. I don't know how long it was, but he ended up crashing into a light post because he just ran out of air pressure. But it was there to get worked on for the brakes or something. It, like, I ended up taking it back to the, oh, that is the case. I just have it right in the middle. I didn't even know that was the case. Whoops. He ended up just, like, crashing through the gate. I ended up taking the truck back to the Public Works building. But he ended up just crashing through the gate at the shop that it was being worked on. And it was like, alright. Like, that's cool. And I know that he crashed through it because I ended up having to go back to the Public Works dealership or Public Works shop the next day. Pick the same truck back up, and I told the dude that I talked to the night before, I said, why didn't you guys just tell me to take it back to my yard? Leave it hooked up if you guys knew I was taking it over there again today. They're like, yeah, we didn't have that notification at 12:30 at night. I'm like, alright, whatever. Cool thing was, from where I picked the truck up to where I had to drop it off at, was like a 10 or 15 minute ride at normal speed. I had a police escort the entire time. Never had to stop for traffic. Well, I missed where I had to take this. Never had to stop for traffic lights, nothing like that. Which I thought was cool and fantastic. Yeah, this guy ended up running the combine down one of the major what? Putting people in the ditch and everything. Ended up totaling the whole unit. Damn. I know that ain't cheap. They are not cheap at all. Alright, how do I unload this? Do I gotta have it on? Oh, okay, there we go. I figured it out. Pull up. Uh-huh. Sorry, I've never used this before. I always have the autoloaders. I just think that's really cool. Went right by my parents' house and everything. They had photos of it somewhere on. Oh. on this big old combine going down the highway with 10, 12 patrol lights and sirens following me. That is awesome. I mean, it sucks that the unit got totaled, but the fact that it was just your parents were able to get pictures of it, that's freaking cool. That's 14 bales there. I'm at the football game. I didn't catch a score. Last I saw it was 7-7, but that was in the first quarter. As I'm running off the road, taking a drink, quench my throat there. Up as I ran through the ditch. What game? Oh, the Vikings Patriots game that's on right now, NBC. Sunday night game. I watched some of the Giants Cowboys game earlier. Missed pretty much the whole game but the tail end. Not a Cowboys fan, so not really happy with that outcome. Okay, 16-16. I know it's halftime. I just didn't know what the score was. Thanks for the update there. We got 16-16 in the half. I know it was halftime because I literally looked up and I saw that someone was playing music. So. I'm a Chiefs fan. The only game I really cared about was the Buffalo game. Yeah, that actually came down to the field goal. I saw that in the recap. I missed that entire game. But you got our old maybe my tongue can work right. Our old head coach, Andy Reid. Really good coach. I never had anything bad to say about him. Well, I do. That was the fact that he doesn't have time management skills, but I think he did really well here in Philly with the Eagles. He just didn't have the team behind him. Once he went to Kansas City, and obviously you know what happened there with Mahomes. What, they went two Super Bowls, I believe? Or 3? Oh, come on! Hey, man. I'm a Philly fan. I'm a Jersey fan. And the only Jersey team out there is the Devils. It's okay. No one likes us and we don't care. Uh-oh. What do you got bad to say about the Flyers? Uh-oh. I want to hear this. You don't like the Broad Street Bullies? Okay. Fair. That is fair. Pens fan from Kansas. Okay. I think they still got Crosby, don't they? He didn't retire or get traded. I'm a fan of all sports. I don't follow them as closely as I should. I used to be really heavy into the Sixers when Allen Iverson was here. After Allen Iverson left, I kind of fell out of the Sixers, but I did kind of pick up the last couple years with all the trades that they've been doing. Unfold that. You just unload it. Father-in-law was a huge Pens fan for years before he passed away, so when my wife and I started following hockey hardcore since Kansas City doesn't have. Fair enough. Completely understandable there. Ooh, $7,000. Sold bales. Let's go pick up the last of the bales over there. I'll just bring it back to my farm, I believe. Actually, let's see what they go for. Hey. Actually, they're really good. So we'll go back, pick them up, and then we'll be done with the contract, return all the equipment. And then we'll go over to do the fertilizer. I gotta buy fertilizer. So I am obviously because I live near Philly, I am a fan of all Phillies teams. But I really am a slightly bigger fan of the New Jersey Devils. Because they are the only team, probably going to be correct on this, but I believe they're the only team that they are the only that are proud to call themselves New Jersey. I think there was a basketball team that was, they call themselves New Jersey. But I think they have since changed to call themselves New York. Which I've never, like, New York Giants and New York Jets, they both play in Jersey. The Giants practice in Jersey. I believe the Jets practice as well. But not that big of a fan of them, so I don't know that for certain. I'm gonna cut it across here, lower that back down. Ooh. I'm more of a NASCAR fan, so I know more about NASCAR than I do about stick and ball sports. Well, not just. I'll say NASCAR, but I am a fan of automotive sports. NHRA, I follow here and there, dirt track racing, all that. I would hit that bale perfectly. Duke fan. My cousin went to Duke. I had one cousin go to Duke, and my two other cousins went to North Carolina State. I've been trying to get into NHRA. It's one of those where nope, that's not what I want. This nope, nope, this is not what I want to do. This is bad. Can I? How do I retract this? Oh boy. Hopefully there's no hanging power lines. I'm pretty sure that they were 13.6, sir. Oh man. Oh boy. I for sure thought I was going to hit one of my tractors back there. Then I got worried about the power lines. Well, I guess we're just... What the heck? I guess we're just gonna have to go in like this. Something had a collision there. I don't know what it was. Oh, that is awesome. That your dad drag race. That is fantastic. I've never raced a race car. I've been around a lot of race cars, mostly dirt track stuff, small stuff. Not anything like the World of Outlaws. Same style car, but not anywhere as big. No, not big motors like that. All right, another $6,000. So let's go here, complete it. Place, select. Oh, we got a harvesting contract. Ooh. Where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. Sugar beets. Field 27. Where is field? Oh, I'm here. I was gonna say field 24. Oh, I hate field 27. I did a contract on that before. Anymore, but he would let me get in and race it anytime I wanted. Just don't have a whole lot of time to get back during the summers. I understand that fully. Oh, I want to do this contract. Do I? I don't know. I'll table that for now. We're gonna speed race over to here. Good job. Oh, I would miss. But I know more about auto racing than anything else. Growing up, my dad was never into NHRA. He was, but he was not in it as much as he is with NASCAR. So I didn't really get exposure to it. I guess this is what I put in it. Big bags. Solid fertilizer. Sure. Probably more than I need, but we're gonna fill it up. Watch, I probably need to get something else now to fill it. Fill. Oh, sweet. It fills. Wasn't sure if that was gonna work. I'm gonna press it each time, okay. But I've done a lot more with the auto racing side, dirt track or what have you. Like I said, my dad was always into NHRA, just never to the point of NASCAR into it. I've been to a couple NASCAR races. I've always wanted to go to the NHRA when it came to Englishtown, but as you know, or as you may know, Englishtown has since been sold, so that's no longer a viable option for us to go to. We do have Maple Grove out there in PA, excuse me, which isn't that far of a ride. It's I believe it's a 2-hour ride from me. And I know they have at least one race there. Sounds like a plan, tour code. If I ever make it out there, I do. They got Kansas Speedway, or no? Yeah, they got Kansas, Kentucky. They still have Kentucky for NASCAR. But I do like Kansas. I've always liked Kentucky too. Trying to find a good pick of the car to send you. Okay. I keep hitting the E button, not the W button. What? Yo, I am jealous right now. 10 minutes. 10 minutes would be amazing. My two closest tracks for me for NASCAR is Dover and Pocono. Dover's an hour and a half, Pocono's like 2.5 hours. Well, Dover's probably maybe 2 hours away. Outside of that, we got Watkins Glen, up there in New York. Job I worked before my current one was a high-rise building, and it was right next to the speedway. I worked on the 9th floor and could see the race from my office. That is awesome. Did you have access to the office building on the days on race day, where you could just sit up there, or was that like when you were there on like Thursday and Friday, and they had practice going on, practice and qualifying? That is fantastic. Man, I am jealous. Oh, that is awesome. Talking about a free ticket. Alright, let's back this up some. I know I'm not over speeding. We had an overnight event on a Saturday night into Sunday. Oh, man. That is awesome. Just camp out in your office and then don't have to worry about driving home, nothing like that. Be awake for first thing and bring in a griddle, electric griddle, something like that. Make yourself some pancakes and fried eggs, some bacon. Bring a cooler if it's allowed by your company. I know some companies, oh, you can't drink while on property and blah, blah, blah. I get it. I understand it. They don't want you doing anything foolish. Oh, I feel that. Oh, can't go that far. Hey, Tin Man, what is going on? What is going on? How was your Thanksgiving? Hope it was great. An IT, they cater stuff. I actually went, I think it was the last time I went to Dover. I did the hospitality tent in the morning and did a tour of the track and whatnot. And by a tour of the track, it was you walk the front stretch. Oh, you're a Canadian. Okay, I understand. That was back in October, the first weekend of October, I believe. Yes, I just got it. Ah, that is a nice car. Very, very nice. We don't have, I mean, the local track by me, they probably do have cars like that. Again, I'm not into it that much. I want to be, but I'm not. Oh, you know what? I actually owned this field and I sold it. So that wing on the back, that adds what, 20 horsepower, right? Just automatic 20 horsepower on the back wing, as the saying goes. Welcome in, Tin Man. We're talking about drag racing and sporting events, NASCAR and the like. Not sure what your favorite sport is, or if you follow any. It should help to keep all those ponies playing it to the track. Yes, sir. It is. I know it does add downforce, especially further on down the track when you gain speed. It does push the rear end down far harder. I think that's a Ford, right? Or it's hard for me to tell because I don't know the back end of those cars. I know the front ends. Bodies, the Fords and Chevys, they look very similar, but it looks to me Chevy. Okay, I was leaning towards Chevy at the beginning, and I'm like, nah, something about it tells me it should be it's a Ford, but I should have just stuck with my instinct. Very cool car. Very cool indeed. Now, what class was that? Built it from the ground up all by himself when I was younger. Spent a lot of hours helping him build it. That is awesome. Like, well, like what kind of what class would that technically be? Because I see in the background it has uh, I guess a top fuel. The needle dragsters that he's racing against, which I don't know if the classes out there are a little different. On like they just run a certain engine size. It's not so much body weight or body size. Last time he ran it was a top sportsman, which is one of the fastest classes. Has a 572. with the 871 blower ornate sitting right around. Jesus Christmas. 14 to 1500 horsepower. Holy hell. Hard to tell with fat fender, then throw in a mark. Hard to tell with a fat fender. Yes, with the Fords and Chevys there. If I'm not, I believe that's what you're referring to, Tin Man. Is this going to allow me to finish it with that little? Yeah. Okay, I'm doing good here. So I guess that ran, what, mid six? No. Maybe low sevens, I guess? Oh, wait, I didn't even see it. Huh. Another 19,000. Let's see. go over here, see what I have. I got corn growing. Corn growing over here. It has on it without tuned. Okay. Mid-sevens. That's still quick. I got big crone. I think I was in the middle of windrowing all this. So I guess we'll pick some of this up. All tuned and running good, it would probably go low sevens pretty easily. I would believe low sevens. That 100%, I would believe that. Gonna pick some of this up and take it over to the silo fermenter. One thing I don't like about this tractor, I think it's a New Holland. No, get the Challenger. That's what it is. Just how slow it goes. I believe this is one of the bigger forge wagons that I am able to get. Finally, it stopped raining. Been raining this entire time. Probably got a break at the rain. But it's actually a better tractor for me to use than, say, my Case or John Deere or something like that. Easier to maneuver and drive for me, at least. Yeah, it's a very, very nice car. Alright, if you guys would give me 1 second, I gotta run down, grab another beverage from my fridge. I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Need to make sure that I have my beverages in order. Worst thing, I don't have a fridge up in my room. I gotta run downstairs and grab a beverage. wish this little path here was a little wider. As I'm a little out of breath now. I wish there was a... Alright, tour code. Wish you the best. I will talk to you later. Hope you have a great night. Thank you, man. Yeah, same here, man. I enjoyed having you in here. It was enjoyable. I'm probably going to end up getting a little bit more done, and then I'll be getting off here as well. Or just changing maps or something like that. And doing a little bit off screen. But I wish you the best, and if you do go shopping tomorrow, stay safe. And we're going to try and get as much of the this grass picked up. The silo going. Got grass storing. Spawning. Could be dumping right into the container now. Heck no, keep my ass at home. I don't need anything that bad. Might hop on live stream for a little bit since I don't have work and my wife does. I feel that, tour code. If you're on tomorrow, I'll try and stop by and see you. Even if I'm just there lurking. Start this side. Turn you on. Yeah, I'm not shopping either. I got my wife. She's going out with her sister, her mom, her aunt, and 2 family friends. Have a good night, man. Have a good night, tour code. Enjoy. Spend some time with your wife. And I know you're still here, Tim, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get the rest of this field. I'm not gonna pick up the small roads, but I'm gonna pick up these bigger ones. What I already windrowed. I got a couple more over there as I run off path here. But she's going out doing her shopping tomorrow, so I'm gonna be home with the wife, with my 2 daughters. Get some time to spend with them since I'm on the road so much, so be nice. I don't know what mod it is, or if it's just built into the game now. How the tractors actually turn, like how it's all green on the tracks. I really enjoy that. Filling up these is really quick. So I kind of wish I had a bigger Ford wagon or something to pick it up easier. Not really easier with, but a larger capacity, I guess I should say. Oh no! the game kept crashing on you? Are you on PC or on console? I don't even know where I can sell silage at. Silage animal dealer. That's the only place. Not bad. Don't know where the animal dealer is on this map. I downloaded. I don't know if I don't know if you were here or not. I downloaded a new map I just found called Plantation. Looks like it deals with a lot of bee farming, which I'm kind of excited to play that in my off time. This is one of the maps that I do play when I'm not recording episodes, just to try and break up the monotony of playing the same map constantly. Give myself a break from it. So I play this map, and I got a couple other maps. I actually have a map that I just do live streaming on. I was going to play it tonight, but I ended up picking this one instead. Figured I could have had more opportunity to do stuff with it. I don't know why that course is loaded. Delete that course. I wanted to try and figure out the auto drive, because on family time is the best. Yes, family time is the best time. I agree. I get a lot of it, especially considering the demands of my job, but there are times where I wish I had more of it. Hence, like yesterday, I was hoping to be back earlier than I did, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to get back in time to see my daughters off to bed, but I was able to spend some time with my wife before today. Well, before we went to bed last night, I should say, which is always important. Especially since a lot of my time when I am home, during the day I do spend, I don't touch the computer, usually. But at night I do spend a lot of it on the computer, trying to get everything situated. PS4, I have a PS4 as well. I think I have FS17 for PS4. I would have to go and dig it out. Never really got into the whole console side of playing this game. I guess I got spoiled with the course play and stuff like that with FS17, and I just never really thought about doing it anymore with the console. Always stuck with computer, PC, Mac, whatever your preference is. I do still play PS4 for like NASCAR or Call of Duty, which the new Call of Duty game I do not have. Would like to get it, but and I think when I do get it, I'll end up getting it for my PC. I don't think I'll get it for the PlayStation, just because I don't have the PS5, I only have the PS4. And I know how that is when they come out with a new system within 2 or 3 years. They typically get rid of the older system games and stuff like that. I get to play about an hour, and I do multiple saves in that time, then crashes, and it sends me back in an hour. Wow. That's not cool. I'm sorry for that. I don't. I wish I had a fix for you, but yes, straight rows of trees. I didn't know if it was on a if it was on console as well. I don't. I didn't click the button for it to change it to console only or anything like that. I really I've never really been into like farming, or not, yeah, farming, into logging, but since they came out with the expansion pack, I really have enjoyed it. And I've actually hooked my PS4 controller up to my PC, and now it actually works properly, where I've have the ability to use joysticks, and it makes the logging a lot funner, if that's the correct word. A lot more fun, I should say, to use the joysticks or to do the logging, as well as when I do use the keyboard and mouse. I use more of the keyboard controls than I use the mouse controls, especially with the addition of pressing the O button for me, or the O key, and it automatically lines up the cutter to the tree, which I think is fantastic. I think Bruce was doing it on his live stream, and it was I know he's on PS5, I believe, and it was doing that for him. But just had to push the button; it would line straight up to the tree. So I think it's great that they have that cross-platform for consoles as well. Makes it more enjoyable. I wouldn't say it ruins the realism of the game. I think it just enhances it. It makes it easier to play. And I was talking to Rob and Tourcode earlier about like how the way I play is like other people like, oh, you should be playing like that with how I'm cutting through the fields. Oh, that's not the proper way. You should be going all the way around. I'm like, yeah, that's. I'm just trying it out. It's a game. You gotta have fun with it. It is a better choice. I'm not saying it's not. The only downfall is the price point versus PlayStation 4. You can pick up a PlayStation 4, what, $250, $300? I mean, if price is a factor, then I understand like why people go for PlayStation or Xbox versus PC. Cause like my PC alone, it was $1,300, so it's not cheap, and it's not even like a top of the line one. It's towards the top of the line, but it's not top of the line. Like there's still stuff I can upgrade to it to make it better, but it gets me by. I enjoy it. I've always liked PC. I've had a Mac. I had a MacBook. I still have a MacBook. Really enjoy it. But when it comes to gaming, PC's just better. Mac's not made for gaming where PC is. And I had a HP laptop the longest time, and played most of my games, but with FS22, Valheim, and iRacing, I needed an actual PC that would actually be able to run those games. The biggest for me was iRacing. I think some of my issues is my internet connection. It could be. Not saying it is, but especially if you're doing like multiplayer or anything like that, that could be a real big issue. I don't do multiplayer. And I think my internet is decent. I'm not hardwired. I'm actually running over Wi-Fi right now. So I'm hoping my stream's coming in for you good. I mean, I'm watching it. It looks good for me. Yes, with the twin sticks. I actually was looking. I was in Rusty's Discord, and I was talking to Model House on there about oh, got to lower that back down. Joysticks. And he was telling me how to do dual joysticks with the Logitechs, and I would love to do that. And I actually was thinking in my head all last week of ways, or this past week, of how to do a setup where it's attached to your chair. And it would, honestly, it would be really cool if you could set up like a 360 degree cab view, or have your seat motorized to when you turn right or left, like the screens turn with you and all that. Like that would be really, really immersive. But I like the joysticks on the PlayStation 4 controller work fantastic. It's more immersive. It's more hands-on. It makes you feel more in control. It's taking me a little getting used to, in sense of the button configuration. Because I do want to get the Logitech button box with the joystick I made for FS. They came out with it in FS17. But he was telling me how with like dual joysticks, and there's a YouTuber that does that, where he has a whole series set up of like how to set it all up. And he has his own software and whatnot for it. I believe I just lagged out. There, look, I start talking about saying I think I have good internet. Internet's like, nah, no you don't. We're gonna lag you out real quick. But because of that addition of me being able to use the PlayStation 4 controller, now I tried hooking it up before, it wouldn't work right. Like it wouldn't allow me to use half the buttons. It now allows me to use all the buttons correctly. PC had more games when I was growing up. I think PC has always had more games. I grew up on PlayStation. My dad had a computer where he played Counter-Strike on, and every once in a while it was Counter-Strike, Doom 2, and Return to Castle Wolfenstein were the games that he always had on there. We had other games, but for the most part we had a lot of, like, majority of me actual grown up from when I was like 10, or I guess 9 or 10 on, has always been with PlayStation. Never got into Xbox. A lot of that is because My dad was never a big, always believed it was just bad. Like he just didn't like Bill Gates, Microsoft, and all that. So I never got into Xbox. Only race games. I do multiplayer. Okay. I've the only one I've done multiplayer would be like online would be iRacing. I've done NASCAR and Forza or Forza. Forza, I guess is the correct pronunciation. I've done that with like local multiplayer. Now, I've always liked PC because, like I said, it's always had more games. I agree with you on that. And I especially like with the Steam now, you have access to even more games. I feel, and it's all in one place. It's not like, oh, I gotta go here, buy it from this guy, and then I gotta go there and buy it from that guy. It's all in one central location. Um, IR tracking. What's IR tracking? Is that like when you turn your head? 'Cause I've seen that. Like a VR headset almost. You know, this one looks like it has more press in it. Trying to get it as full as possible. Bunch of piles over here. I've heard of IR tracking, I just don't know exactly what it is. And I like to think myself as a smart man, but when I don't know about it, or I don't know something, I'd rather say, hey, I don't know about it, and go find the correct answer, than make up some bullshit story and say, oh, I know exactly what it is, and then get caught out saying, oh, I'm a liar. Like, well, yeah, I guess. Like, it's just better to say, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about, than try and make a guess. Oh, okay, okay. Now I understand what you mean. Cockpit. I actually thought about that, and there's a racing wheel setup uh, by Next Level Gaming that I would like to get. It actually has um, the footrest for the pedals, the steering wheel holder, the shaft for the steering wheel, and it also has the addition. Okay, I do have Wreckfest for PlayStation 4 and PC. I really enjoy it, but on its own wood frame that slips into my base. Oh crap. I drove right into a ditch. Too busy reading. Didn't realize that I was going off to the left. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna have trouble getting this thing out. But Next Level Gaming has a setup that I really enjoy. That is not super expensive. It's $150, and it comes with the setup of, it has the ability off both left or right side or both to have the shifter attachment as well as a handbrake attachment, which I was, instead of having the handbrake, I was going to have the button box from Logitech on, as well as a shifter. And I have the Thrustmaster steering wheel pedal combination, so that shifter is not cheap, but I found one for like $100 that I was going to buy instead off Amazon. Excuse me. This mod is alone on PC are worth the IR tracking. Yes, it moves the camera like a VR. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I was saying, that it's something that, oh, I guess cool. Oh, it is full. There is. Hold on. So I guess I gotta let this die down. But I want to get that this way. I could, the way my desk is set up, it's an actual old style desk for my computer. It's with drawers and all that, and I don't want to wear out my screw on the bottom of my steering wheel, being as it's more not a super expensive steering wheel, but it's more expensive than most others. I want to get that this way I can have everything set up, and all I got to do is plug it in and pop in the USB cord. Everything else is already set up. I don't have to screw anything in. I could just have it positioned elsewhere in my room when I go to use it. For when I do the, even with like when I do Farmer Sim, like I do enjoy using the steering wheel to make fields, keep straight lines and whatnot. Ooh, 32,000 liters of silage. Let's see how much. Ooh, I got just enough. Got 35,000 liters. Let's accept it. Top this off. That's all I have. Okay. We'll take this over to the ammo dealers while we're still here. But I want to do that this way I don't ruin my steering wheel. We're just gonna cut across that. Follow your head movements. Okay. Like I said, that's what I thought it was in my head, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to go on a tangent and be completely wrong. And then I seen someone else do that. That would be, like I said, that would be really cool if you had that in, and you had like 3 screens, and you could move your head to the right, and it would move the camera as you moved the joystick. To different parts of, if you're doing maybe like Construction Simulator that just came out. I haven't played that yet. I've seen a couple videos on it. I'm not too crazy fond with it. But it's like how, what the heck? It's how Farming Sim started out. Let's raise that back up. There we go. That was an easy tow. I am trying to set crab pots in FNA. Okay. But I didn't want to like. I just feel like that would be something really cool to have. another collectible. Get that one. I've always thought that was something cool that like I said, with Construction Sim, or even with this, when you do the logging, to be able to go out and I'm just having a complete brain fart. Be able to like sit in the seat and allow the seat to move left or right as you move the joysticks left or right with the cab. It'd just be really an immersive experience. You as the viewer, unless I had an external camera that was pointed on me, wouldn't be able to see that. I was looking at the folding seat. Yes, they do have the folding seat. I was looking at the whole thing. The thing with the next level setup, it does have the ability to make it into a cockpit. So it's not you're just buying this and that's it. You have the ability to expand it into other things, as well as you're able to expand it to a direct drive steering wheel and pedal kit, which I don't know how in depth you are with it, but I know with direct drive steering wheel, as well as maybe it's not direct drive pedal, maybe it's partial pedals or something like that. I know the pedals are a lot stiffer than what I have, and at that point, if I go that route, I would have to have a cockpit where the seat is aim of what the pedals and the steering wheel are mounted to. Otherwise, you'd be flying all over the place. And I saw there was a guy on YouTube. He was actually not really criticizing, but he was giving people pointers on how to improve their setup. Which, if I continue to try and get better at iRacing or anything like that, ended up going direct drive, as well as well, obviously if I get direct drive, I'm gonna have to upgrade my pedals. So I wouldn't have any way to connect my pedals to the new setup. That'd be something that would just end up costing me money. But if I want to get better, that's the only way to get better, is spend money. So that is going to be the end of what we're doing today. I appreciate you stopping by and chit-chatting with me as we got a few things done. I gotta figure this out. I don't know why. I got seed up here, all my seed, and pallets of honey, which I may end up making a lot of this all bees, which I think would be really cool if all I did was bees in this whole area. Just a bunch of these. Land not owned by you. What? I thought I did own this land. Did I not? Really? I've been parking all this equipment on this land. And it's not even owned by me. Ah. I was wondering about that. I got a mod on here, advanced maintenance. That's why the malfunction was on there. I will wait for the construction sim. Yes, I believe if it started out the same way as farming sim, it's kind of started out the same way. Let's try something. Let's see how the people like it, and then go from there. ATS, I do really enjoy. I need to upgrade my maps and get more DLC. I really have enjoyed that, mostly because I already am a truck driver. So when I come home, I just go and drive truck again. So it's a lot of people like, why don't you just like stop doing one thing and like why don't you like what? Well, I enjoy driving a truck that much that I want to come home and play a game that deals with driving a truck. So I want to do more with that. I do more with it in the truck during the week, but it's hard. It doesn't accept my PlayStation 4 controller for some reason. It doesn't like it. It won't let me to go forward. They need more torque. Um, so yes, direct drive is more torque. More torque. It's more also more sensitive. Yes, needs a stiffer frame. Um, ugh, sorry, stretching it out a little bit. But we're going to shut this down because I've been streaming for quite a little bit now, and we're all out of things to do. We don't have any more contracts. We don't have any wheat grapes. I don't think I have 85 liters. Seed. Yeah, I don't. I have nothing in my silos. So we're gonna get off here. Lander Racing. I feel like I've caught that in YouTube before. Bring it up on search real quick. But all right, Tim, man, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate everyone stopping by, and I will catch everyone on the next live or my next video. Y'all have a great night, and happy Black Friday. We're going out.